Happy belated birthday, Governor Byrne, on the occasion of your 90th. And when you think back, so many of those years spent in the service of the people of New Jersey. That's quite
I hope so. I hope so.
Quite an accomplishment. What stands out in your mind as you look back at your public career in New Jersey?
That it's been a pleasure serving the people of New Jersey. And I have had a number of interesting jobs that I sought and liked. I became an assistant prosecutor and then a prosecutor. And that job I really liked, and I think I had one of the best prosecutors' offices in the country, and then became governor. What happened was they were looking for a candidate for governor in '73, and the Democrats had 5 or 6 splendid candidates, but none of whom could broaden their support beyond the enthusiastic regional support. And so people came to me and said that they thought I could get broader support. And actually, what I did was I got the support of Hudson County. And when I got Hudson County support, I was a winner.
That was key.
Yeah.
Governor Kean, you've been friends for a long time. How did you first meet?
I don't know how we first met, honestly.
I don't either.
Before you were governor, I think, you were a friend of my brother Bob's.
Yeah. Who I thought would be governor.
But he was.
Bob had a great personality, and still does.
Like his brother Tom?
Yeah. His brother is a little different, a little different style, but they both have great personality.
But you met in Trenton?
Well, no, I think we
politically?
met. No, I think we met socially in Essex County. He was West Orange, I was Livingston. He's a friend of my brother's. I think we met somehow in that period. And of course, when I was in the legislature, I was the Republican leader in the legislature. He was a Democratic governor. And I think it tells you something about the times we used to live in, that we became friends in the process. I don't think we ever had a bad time in that period when I was the Republican leader and you were governor.
So the relationship grew over the years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know.
Plus, I knew that this guy was honest. And that's a great starting point these days.
The starting point of a long relationship.
And he appointed me as a Republican who might at that point might be a Republican candidate for governor. He appointed me to the Highway Authority when I left the legislature, and which took some courage to appoint a Republican who might be a gubernatorial candidate, I think, at that point. But I was glad to accept it. And what he wanted me to do was watch the authority and make sure nobody did anything wrong.
There was one man on that board who I thought needed watching.
That's right.
And he watched them.
I did.
Always with a sense of humor, right, Governor Kean?
A sense of humor to me means a sense of perspective. And that's what he always had. And the idea of celebrating 90 years of somebody who did it right in an era when we have so many doubts about politics, we have so little respect for so many of our politicians, to really say, in a democracy, you can do it right. You can serve and you can leave your state a much better place for the people who are in it. And that's what he did, and that's why it's so important to celebrate. Not only because of Brendan Byrne, but it's important to celebrate somebody like this who did it right and showed it can be done right.
Well, there was a celebration recently at the Performing Arts Center in Newark on the occasion of your 90th. As you looked out over the crowd assembled there at the PAC Center in Newark that night, what were your thoughts as you looked back on all of those friendships and all of those people turning out for you?
I'm happy to have been governor of New Jersey. I'm happy to have been governor at a time when there are changes that were appropriate, and I made them, and I really appreciate the people's tolerance of me over these years.
Well, happy birthday, Governor Byrne, and
you.
many, many more happy birthdays and many, many more governor's perspectives to share your views with us.
God willing. Thank you.